Well, anything looks good in Dodger blue. So say their fans, for sure.
They're
And
good,
Mookie Betts has an extra spring in his step, as does every Dodger, because know that they have been joined by one of the most elite players in baseball. Freddie Freeman is headed to L.A. Oh, man, they are crying in Atlanta. Happy St. Patrick's Day! Kicking off day one of the NCAA basketball tournament. Spring training is underway. The hot stove is hot with
Best time of the year.
Oh, it's great. Like, we got players signing mega deals. We've got surprise suitors in play for certain free agents that are still out there. We'll get into all that as we cook today. We've got a couple of players joining us, Kyle Tucker, Jed Lowry, and we'll have a lot of fun. Let me ask you this, though, to start out.
All right.
Supposed to wear green on St. Patrick's Day, otherwise you get pinched, right?
Yep,
Coochie,
in the
coo.
cooster.
Yeah, you say coochie coochie coo. Does military green count?
This counts, man. It's
Does
green.
it?
You know, the only stuff I had, I was going through my closet, was all Oregon Duck stuff. The fluorescent green and everything else. I'm like, okay, I can't wear all my Duck
I
gear.
could have sworn you were going to come head to toe Ducks.
I had a beautiful Oregon Ducks baseball jersey. I thought it was just going to be too much in the face. I thought about Oakland A's uniform. But then this was cool, so I stayed with it.
All right, okay.
I walked in like this. I figured I may as well wear
I
it.
like it. Let's get right to some of the baseball news that we learned of yesterday. And, the midnight oil was burning in California. We knew Freddie Freeman was on the move. We could have very easily substituted the Shamrocks for dollar bills or, $100 bills.
Y'all.
Because he's got a new deal, does Freddie, and a new home. He is Southern California native, as much as Atlanta would love to claim him. He's going to the Dodgers, a reported 162 over 6 years. And John Heyman joins us to talk about the deal. John, we were all saying it's L.A. or bust, and then we heard some noise about the Red Sox being interested. None of us really believed that Tampa Bay was involved. Yesterday, the Padres got some run. How did this happen that he lands in Los Angeles? And were those suitors for real?
Yeah, I do think they were. I think all those AL East teams were interested. The Yankees were interested. I don't think he was interested in going there. So Toronto was interested as well. But Tampa and the Red Sox, I think, were the main contenders for Freddie Freeman. But he gets to go home here. He gets the 6th year, which is what he wanted, which is what he didn't get with Atlanta. We think Atlanta was at 5 years, 140. He gets 6 for 162. Fountain Valley native, lives in Corona Del Mar. Everybody is thrilled. No opt-out, no trade. We think he's staying. We think this union will stay together for these full 6 years, though.
Wow. So let me ask you this. I want to go back where Matt's at as well. Talk to me about Tampa's involvement. How was that coming about, and were they in there at these numbers?
Yeah, I mean, they were in there early. They made a big offer months ago.
Wow.
I think it was before the lockout. They made clear their intentions to go for Freddie Freeman. And, it's a bit surprising. We're talking about a team that's had a payroll in the $60 million range to pay $30 million for one player and have him take 1/3 of the payroll. Presumably that goes up to $90 million. That would be a bit unusual. I don't know whether it was a try to work on a new stadium or anything like that. We remember when Albert Pujols signed with the Angels, they got the big TV deal at that moment. Maybe there was something more behind it. Obviously, Tampa is opportunistic. They know what they're doing. Freddie Freeman is a superstar, so I'm not going to question anything that they do. It did seem a bit unusual, though.
Could anybody have imagined 6 months ago, 16 months ago, the idea of Freddie Freeman, one of the most elite hitters in our game today, joining a team that was already stacked?
No.
I mean, this is huge. As good as the Giants will be, as good as San Diego is. Look at this group that the Dodgers have put together with Freddie Freeman as the definitive finishing piece to try to win another World Series title.
I love the lineup. I mean, and there's other guys you can mix in here. I mean, we don't have A.J. Pollock in this lineup.
Yeah.
You got so many guys that you can mix. They can play different positions. They can do a lot of things. The one thing about Freddie, though, I always worry about when guys leave a certain place, and will they be able to stand on their own when they go to a new place. And the thing I love about Freddie is the fact that he can self-teach. he knows himself. And that's so important because we see guys change teams and struggle. Look, I want to take you back to the postseason when he struggled, because you got to know who you are. You got to self-correct. And Freddie's the best at being able to self-correct when you're struggling. Remember this little stretch? Here's what he does.
All right, Mr. Freddie Freeman. What are you working on when you come in the cage?
I'm a big flip guy. I'm not a big tee guy because I have. Me and Walk found out, and Fletch found out that I have a different swing on a tee. I'm really elbow up, and I'm a steep guy coming through the ball, so I can create the backspin.
So when you got a tee,
yeah, it's hard to get my same swing path because I got to come like this a little bit and swoop a little bit to get to a tee. But in flips, I can just take the normal swing, and get the backspin going. But when I do flips, all I'm trying to do is hit where Fletch is right there and off to the left. It's up the middle and to the left. So I'm staying onto the ball and just creating that path inside the ball and up through the middle. I'm not trying to hit any ball to the right side of this cage, because if I have a tendency when I'm getting bad, I have a tendency to come up a little bit, up and out. And if I do that, every ball is going to be a hook spin line drive, which looks good in a cage, but you can't see the end result. So trying to stay everything up through the middle and up to the left side and try to hit the corner every single time.
There's a saying that says, know thyself. So what did Freddie do when he was scuffling against the Dodgers and couldn't put the ball in play? You go back to your basic fundamentals. And then, boom, all of a sudden it's Freddie Freeman in his new home going off against his new team now in the postseason. But I just love the fact that, Matt, this guy can self-correct. He knows who he is. He knows what he can do. And that's why he's been so consistent all these years. That little clip in the cage was 2013.
Yeah, it was a baby then.
Baby. And look at the numbers he puts up. And the biggest number for me is look at those games played. 162, 158, 60 in the shortened season, 159. He posts up every day. And that's incredible.
Boy, what a monster the Dodgers have put together with Freddie Freeman. How in the world will the rest of the NL West compete?
They're going to compete.